Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet. This is my first series ever, and I have with me today a very, very special guest. You may introduce yourself.
Hi! Hello. Rose's Melody here, staring at a cute yellow orange butt.
Yes. This is a game by Naughty Dog. It's one of their more well-known series, I think.
It might not be quite as known as The Last of Us, but yes, Jak and Daxter.
And the Precursor Legacy.
All this stuff is...
Yes.
Never mind.
We're starting a new game, and, well, be prepared for long, awkward silence, because we're not going to talk during the unskippable cutscene.
Unskippable. It's starting.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness Eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of Green Eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts in Eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jak, I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, You finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
And we're back! Unskippable cutscenes, the scourge of the modern age.
Communicator. With it, my father
Kira.
Meet Kira.
But yeah, if you thought that was long, you've never played Xenosaga, have you?
Or Metal Gear Solid.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor
Otherwise known
orbs.
as Movie Gear
Collect enough of
Solid.
them, and some of the villagers will give you a
Chocolate
power
eggs.
cell in exchange.
They're not chocolate eggs. They're solid hunks of precursor metal and are probably really heavy now that I think about it.
So where's he shoving them?
Well, he's wearing a backpack. That's what his, little circle
This
armor
is a
thing is
power
holding.
cell, the most important precursor artifact you
Magic
can find.
backpack, everyone!
You need to collect
Magic
20 of these so I can power
backpack!
the heat shield for your egg
There's
lab
actually
zoomer.
a scene later that's really hilarious that I'm not going to spoil because, well, it's going to be in the LP later.
Oh yeah. And that's a power cell, by the way.
Yes.
You see cutscenes like that for every power cell, by the way.
Yes. With a stupid dance or something that the boys do.
With a greater force.
Which, honestly, with how recently Daxter's been turned into, whatever he is, I say he's a furret.
He's an Otzel.
Hey, you found one of my
Ferret.
scout
Otzel.
plots. I sent 7 of them to
I will
Actually,
fight
my-
you.
power cells, but the
Actually,
workers must
my
capture them
furret
all.
in Soul Silver is named Daxter. Unfortunately, it's a female furret, but...
Whatever, when has that stopped anybody? So,
Oh yeah, and the dances are different.
and the what is different?
Dances are different.
Yes, there's a bunch of different dances that are
I'll bet if you
gone
collect
through.
all 7 in each area, you can find even more power
And
cells.
this is a tutorial.
Yes, this is basically the tutorial level. You can actually turn off all of the tutorial talking, but I never do.
That takes effort.
It's just, I like the talking and I like yelling at Samos for being a giant dick.
Oh my god, yes, Samos.
Samos, the great big
could
green
not-
bag of dicks.
You could not hear us. However,
We had a lot to say about Samos while the cutscene was playing.
and now what's really interesting about like the blue eco, it makes you magnetic.
I always really enjoyed that, but sometimes it causes me to actually miss precursor orbs because I feel like I was close enough to grab them and it wasn't.
By approaching the door while
I can see that
blue
causing
eco
problems.
through
Oh yeah. Whatever, I always go back.
By the way, chances are she'll have to backtrack at some point.
Oh, just let's not talk about backtracking right now.
I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying at some point during this game you'll probably have to.
Oh yeah. I have a whole bunch of really funny songs to play over the sped up version of it. Don't worry. I won't make you sit through it in real time.
I have to say, like, one thing I really like about this game, I'm noticing really now, they got their squash and stretch really down well.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think I mentioned this in IM to her at one point, but it very much has a very Tex Avery feel to it for me. Or like classic Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Like if you pay attention, Jack's fist and his feet, like when he kicks it and when he kicks and punches, he like they get bigger.
Yeah. It's especially notable for me in the way Daxter moves.
Oh yeah, like Daxter, there's me
Nice
having
staying on there. And here's the thing: if you think she's bad at the game,
I am not bad. It's just
no.
good.
Dude, I'm gonna compliment you in 1 second.
Okay.
If you think she's bad, you have not seen me. You have nothing to flex, Daxter. Stop it.
Let him flex. Let him have his dreams.
He didn't even have much to flex when he wasn't an Onsel.
Yes, but he was a cutie. Oh, wait, cutscene.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
I love that.
That plant is actually from the Crash Bandicoot games, which is also a Naughty Dog series. Oh, wait, cutscene. Yes, this is Kira. Hi, Kira. But there's a cutscene that plays every time.
Dude, hit the circle button.
I'm not hitting the circle button.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Right.
Statement 1. Daxter had that slap coming.
Oh, yeah. I personally like to think that all the flirting he does with Kira is a result of, like, trauma from suddenly becoming 2 feet tall and furry and not wearing pants.
Yeah, I think he needs to reassert his masculinity.
By being a dick.
Exactly!
I'm not saying Daxter doesn't have it coming.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing. If by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 Precursor orbs.
Politicians, everyone!
Get used to hearing that, by the way. Oh, I just need 90 orbs. Oh, wait, cutscene.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 Precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Yeah. I do. I like how Jack has so much like subtle body language to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he doesn't talk. It's actually canon that he is mute.
Oh my, yeah, it actually is a point brought up in another game in the series.
Yep.
But
granted, it's like a throwaway line, but whatever, canon.
It works. But yeah, no, I do like the fact that he totally just went, dude, not cool, to his uncle.
Yeah, not like his uncle actually cares. Oh.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
Yes, Daxter,
Can't work
we
like
are.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, more chocolate eggs. Every time.
Go ahead.
From when I first played this on the PS2,
Yeah.
where I played 20 minutes of it. Cussy.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
I swear,
Nice hat.
one day we'll get through a whole conversation without being interrupted by a cutscene. I don't want to talk over the cutscenes because this game is not subtitled.
What a weird-looking
Yeah, if it was subtitled, we'd have them on. Even if we weren't talking through the cutscenes, I think we'd have the subtitles on at least.
Yeah.
When I'm recording, I like to have subtitles on for cutscenes and stuff because not everyone can hear it with the volume I tend to put things.
Yeah. Also, you have to talk to everyone in this version of the game. Like in the PS2 one, you didn't, but in this one, you have to talk to absolutely everyone in order to get the missions. Otherwise, they don't let you do them.
Who could you skip talking to in the PS2 version?
Oh, just about everyone except for the gambler. He shows up later.
I never got that far on the PS2 one. And while I have seen the entire game played and tried to play through the entire game...
Cutscene.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get him back into the corral? Gotta bring in the crops from the June basket.
Yeah, hats are supposed to protect your ears. His stick out of his hat. You can punch the yakows to make them go faster.
Which you did.
But they make that noise. And I feel bad, except then I think I keep going and punch everyone.
Well, you don't want one to feel singled out.
Yes, tenderizing the yakow steaks.
I love the fact that Dax, this is, actually it was during this that I noticed a sort of Tex Avery feel to the motion with Daxter. Because he slingshots.
Oh yeah. Like they wanted to show off the PS2 graphics. Like, look what we can do now, and...
Yeah. I know this wasn't a launch title. But it was relatively early in the PS2's lifespan, if I recall properly.
It was like 2001.
Oh, come on! Thank you.
Yeah. I actually didn't get into this series until like 5 years ago. A friend of mine really turned me on to the series, and I honestly cannot imagine my life without having, been introduced to this series. Like, it's one of those things that, changed me as a person.
I think for the better, honestly.
Yeah.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Yay, power cell!
Let's go talk to the farmer. Oh wait, we don't talk to the farmer.
No, we ignore the farmer.
Yes. Good. We don't have to deal with another cutscene just yet.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Hey, look, power cells.
Yep. I think I actually get everything there is to get in Sandover Village. Yeah, I do that in this episode.
Yeah, now that I recall from editing. Yeah, this is post-commentary, by the way.
Yeah, it turns out that I tend to lapse into awkward silence when I commentate by myself. So, post-commentary and with a friend.
We live several states away from each other.
All right.
Yeah.
You found all the scout flies in this area.
Ooh, dancing.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly
in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Right then. Thanks,
Yeah.
Olmec. What, no Legend of the Hidden Temple? Oh, Daxter!
I don't think they have that.
What you might not have noticed is when Jack was swimming in the water just there.
Daxter was shivering.
Shivering like a... Yeah.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
And he's one of the least annoying.
Yeah.
The mayor irritates me.
The mayor is just... The mayor is the mayor.
The mayor can eat a bag of dicks.
I couldn't remember if I had gone up there and got all the precursor orbs or not. So
Yeah,
that's
you
why
got you got all the chocolate eggs from up there.
you're gonna just keep
We
going with chocolate eggs, aren't you?
orbs to trade for a
He had to
power
piss you
cell.
off.
Let's get back and make the switch.
You can
already.
practically see my eyebrow twitching through the internet.
Man, I'll probably stop doing it after this episode, honestly.
Yay! 50
Yay,
out of
we got all
50.
the eggs. I mean, orbs. That one was actually accidental. All the other ones were on purpose.
And on that note, I believe that's the end of this episode. Join us next time when we do the Forbidden Jungle.
And less cutscenes.
And less cutscenes. So many cutscenes. So many cutscenes. Oh my god.
Bye!
Bye!